Alrighty, so here's me grinding away playing Naruto. Obviously, if you've seen the previous video that I've done, and all of a sudden the raid just dropped. What? Excuse me? I thought they were gonna save this, try and make it closer to like the newest seasonal coming along, but no, they decided to drop it. Now, of course, my boy Antho did hop on, and thankfully he did leave me an attempt. Thank you, my guy. But here it is. This is the reward that everyone's been waiting for. So obviously, whenever this raid comes about, this is your chance to get your SSR skill page dupe. Now, one thing which I will mention is they have seemed to not add the skill page. Usually there's a skill page ticket that you can also buy for like 450, 400 that JPNKR has. So it seems they have removed that from the global side of things. Rip on that one. But it is what it is. The raid is only out for 6 days. Interesting. But either way, we're going to dive on in. There's a 7th parter, which we haven't had at all. So this is new. I'm pretty sure JPNKR hasn't had a 7th parter. It stops at 6. So yeah, we're going to try that one out. But we're going to go on and Antho, what are we doing here? Let me change it up a little bit. All right, this is it. This is the team. Let's go. This is honestly going to be the team. Why freaking not? Now, I've done it on the JP videos. If you've seen it when it came to me doing my Julius videos, if you have seen them. When it comes to the first wave, you can honestly get it done with these two boys because of how they work. As long as you've got Julius's skill page, you are pretty much golden. So first things first, that is, I mean, well, no, okay, no, we gotta reset. So realistically, your team setup will be Julius and Lotus for the first wave, and keep in mind, this is also for the higher up stages. Keep Julius and Lotus on the first wave. If you want to add on extras, you can do so, but you want to keep your second team is where all the juiced up characters are. Second team is where you've got a lot of options to run with and rock with, of course. So, god damn it. Alright, take 3. We need to get the speed debuff. Come on now. Let's just, you know, if we can just, yeah, can we just, there we go, and we got an extra bit of damage from it. Beautiful. So now we can have our way with this creature, this being. And again, this will also work on the higher end. I mean, again, I've already showed it many times on the JP side of things. It's the exact same on global, right? Nothing's going to change. With whatever I managed to show you guys on JP and KR, it's doable on global, and this is a prime example. Now, unfortunately, this is the 3rd stage, so, and obviously you can only do 3 tries per day. So that's unfortunate, but this is just give you guys an idea on basically how you can 2-man run the first stage. And again, just to clarify, you can do this on the higher up stages. The only difference that it will make is if your characters aren't geared up well enough. So if your characters aren't in a position where they're doing a ton of damage and whatnot and just kind of juiced up, then of course, you know, you're gonna have to resort to doing the lower stages. But if you're in that power position with your characters, then yes, you can replicate all of this for the higher up stages. It is doable. So 2-man run on the first wave, beautiful. And then on the second wave, you can go slow and easy about it. I'm gonna try my best and kind of nuke my way through this. So, and plus it's the 3rd part, so I should be able to. Now, the key thing about this second stage, realistically, and what makes it difficult, in my opinion, is the fact that he can speed drop you, and that will lead into the bigger attack that this creature, you know, fires. Okay, so, what do I want to do here? Okay, I'm going to go for the ult here. I got Catherine, so I can debuff, block, and hopefully reduce mobility, which, of course, we didn't do, which is unfortunate. I'm going to drop the ult here, so we can get ourselves some buffs. Obviously, damage isn't going to be that too crazy. Give the buff to Emulator. Obviously, we're going to start building him up now. Obviously, I could have brought Gorsh or Sally along, which actually would not have been a bad idea. Oh my god, his damage output is horrendous. Yep, we are eating that. We're eating all of those. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let me see if I can debuff block you now. We can. Beautiful. And then we're going to give this to Kyoto. Beautiful. Noelle's going to be such a key character for all of this. And then, of course, we're going to heal up because we've barred it up. 18k, that's fine. I mean, I could technically go for the ult here. And I probably will. Oh, we did get the speed down, which is good. So, oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, you can be slow and steady about this. you can be slow and steady. Now, when it comes to the second wave, I would also recommend, if you want, to bring an attacker. So Noelle is always going to be key, so that way you can play the barrier and counter attack, of course. Make sure you've got a healer on hand. Charmy is perfect, being the SR or the seasonal version if you don't have Kahana, which I don't think most will, since I wouldn't really recommend summoning her. And then that final character, if you've got Finral, slap him on there. Good little speed and attacking character, I will say. If you want to add in Tally, Gorsh, of course, to support your attacking character, you're more than welcome to. That's also optional. So again, just to clarify on how your team building is going to work, and again, this is also, you know, going against the higher up stages. I don't know about part 7. I've never attempted part 7, but I can tell you about part 6. This combination will forever work. You can add on anyone else if you just want to add on extra units. You're more than welcome to do that. But you have to make sure that your Lotus and your, especially your Julius, are good with gears and just built up correctly. Okay, it just comes down to your account at the end of the day, but it does work, right, with the team formats. And then of course the final stage, honestly, Noelle, keep her on there. You're getting damage, you've got the barrier play going on, you want to have a healer, so again, you can have Charmy, you can have Kahana, you can have the SR Charmy in there, of course. You know, you can opt out to those. I'm just gonna throw this in there right now. I don't have him on this account, but that free seasonal Asta, or free Asta, call it what you will, not a bad character to have, and I'll show you guys in just a second what I mean by that. Obviously have your initial main single target attacker, so if you don't have Kyato, you can resort to using Asta. He is picture perfect, right? He is a damage dealer, right? So you can make good use of him and just keep him protected at all times. And then that final slot, I would say Finral is not a bad unit. I mean, you can have a tank, but honestly, Noelle, her barrier play is pretty consistent too. So as long as you've got the barrier play from Noelle as well as the healing from the healer, I really wouldn't necessarily need a tank, purely also because the AoE attack the snake does also, so everyone's going to get hit regardless, right? Yeah, I mean, you can throw Radis in there, but I would say either Finral, or if you really want to support whoever's going to be your main attacker, you can do so, because I will say the healing and Noelle's barrier is more than enough for you to kind of take the hits. Now let me just say, if you do want to bring in a tank, right? Oh wait, I just realized, if you bring in a tank, that means you can't bring the single target Asta. If you've got Raya's a good character. Any single target attackers, I mean, to be honest, Solid ain't actually not bad of an attacker. If you've got Gorsh, the SR Gorsh, he's not a bad single attacker, because he also gets extra attacks too, so that's not too bad. So you have options. I mean, you can also throw in Yami right there if you wanted to. Now let me explain to you why the Asta is also very extremely helpful. I mean, if you do have Finral, then you can throw him in there, and then you've got your main attacker just kind of sorted at that point with the support of Noelle and the healer, of course. Okay, so I did a video showing you guys the build of this Asta. Now, I also did a video, here it is, wait a minute, on going against this creature, which is obviously currently available right now on Global. And as you guys can see from the team, it is just a full-on Season 2 team. That is it. And the way I kind of decided to go about it was, obviously, in this case, Noelle is my main attacker. Charmy is providing that heal. Of course, I've got the barrier play, providing the support to Noelle, making sure that she can get a lot of damage out of it. You can run this team, by the way, just on FYI. So this is on part 6. This is the Phase 2 boss. As you guys can see, Asta is an amazing tank in the sense of him being able to remove the speed down. So you're getting damage off. But more importantly, he's removing the debuffs, not just for himself, but for all your allies. So it's working well to be on par with the boss itself, so the boss isn't getting that speed advantage play. So, and also keep in mind, he can also remove debuffs, so that's also pretty handy too. This Asta, I'm just saying, you know, he does get, well, he doesn't get the respect and the loving that he does, or that he deserves, to be honest. But when it comes to this boss, I'm just saying, if you have him, because of course he's also free, because his Grey Maul was also for free, you can make good use of him if you're in need of units to combat that goddamn... honestly, God's honest truth, it is just that speed debuff what makes the second wave harder. That's my biggest takeaway. That's what I've experienced when it comes to fighting this goddamn three-headed snake. So there we go, all the debuffs removed. I claim all the buffs itself, and at this point the creature itself doesn't have any advantage play on their end in having speed over me. So now that I've removed all the speed debuffs, I'm able to kind of make all my plays. Barrier is up right now, so obviously I can go about just going full on with the Noelle attack, whatnot. Not be afraid of worrying about taking too much damage, because of course we've got the Charmy healing obviously continuously going in. We've still got the barrier up for all my units, so it works out perfectly. And by the time it's coming back around to where the debuff is being applied and when he's loading up his attack, we've got Arthur's second skill at the ready to then remove everything, so that everything is back on our playing field. So this is an optimal team. Again, from what I've shown you guys, this is part 6. Yes, it's on JP, but all of this is doable on global. The only difference is it comes down to how much time you've been putting into your account, what your builds are looking, and how your characters are looking. That's the only difference. Other than that, this is literally a copy and pasta situation right now. So there you go. That's pretty much how it is when it comes to this boss, you know. But I will say I am very eager to try out part 7, because like I said, JP and KR don't have part 7, so it's going to be a tough one, and I don't think I'll be able to do it, but I sure as hell want to give it a try. So yeah, I guess tomorrow we'll find out tomorrow, because we've still got our daily reset for today. So yeah, there you go.